if that was quite shouty. Hi everyone! I hope you're all really well and hope you're all having a really good week. So I'm filming a very exciting vlog today because I wanted to talk to you about a project. It's only a little project, very literally, that I've been working on, but I haven't been able to show you or tell you about because it's been a surprise for someone and I didn't want them to see and it be a massive spoiler. So anyway, to spill, I am in about an hour's time about to head out the door and I'm going to London and I'm going to the village haberdashery for Gabby of Gabardashery's baby shower. So I'm very excited. Anything baby related, I get really excited. Yeah, and also, yeah, really looking forward to that. I'm all dressed and made up and everything, so that's been nice. Harvey's just taken Otis out for like an hour, so I've actually been able to do proper makeup, not just this. So I've done like eyeliner and everything. I'm really ready, really excited. It'd be great to celebrate Gabby's baby on the way, so really looking forward to it. So I don't know, I'm guessing you probably have come across Gabby on YouTube or Instagram. I think I met her like 2 or 3 years ago. The first time I met her was at the very first sewing weekender, and we sort of, you know, stayed in touch really ever since. And yeah, so if you know Gabby at all, you'll know she's really loves wearing colour, and when I think of Gabby I think of yellow and blue, bright yellow, bright blue. So I will show you what I've made for her baby. So she's expecting a girl. I'm not necessarily one for going pinky, princessy, unicorns girly. I like to keep things gender neutral if I can. So let me just stop talking about it and just show you. And I'm really excited about this because this is my first proper baby garment that I've made. I've been terrified of making things before because of the you know, like baby grows where they've got the ribbing or binding around like the necklines and sleeves and everything. That sort of terrified me because it looks so fiddly. Anyway, I finally plucked up the courage and ta-da! So I really hope she likes this. It's a little romper. That size is 0 to 3 months. I didn't go newborn. I've learned from myself that sometimes people can have large babies and they bypass the newborn size and head straight for 0 to 3. So because Otis was £9.9, so we weren't really in like newborn clothes, we were straight into 0 to 3s. Anyway, so yeah, obviously gone for the yellow with, I just couldn't resist doing this tiny little, hopefully that's focusing, blue heart. I cut this out of some Happy Fabrics glitter vinyl that I had from my goodie bag at the at SoCam, and I just thought that was perfect. Like, I was so proud of coming up with this little idea because it's just like a little nod to Gabby. I just thought the colour and the fact that it's glittery, and I know blue tends to be for boys, but I just thought that's so lovely, and her little girl wearing that it would just look like a miniature Gabby. So I'm really proud of this. The part that I'm mostly proud of, I guess, is like all the neckline. I think that's come together really nicely. I've sewn mostly on the overlocker, but obviously there's a little bit of top stitching that's gone on there that I've done on the sewing machine. So like, yeah, there. Yeah, it was fiddly, yeah, but I was fully expecting that. It's tiny miniature clothes, so it's going to be fiddly, but it came together beautifully. And one of the nearly dropped it. One of the pieces that I'm most proud of is so all the binding that you see on here is it's not ribbing like a separate ribbing fabric, it's the same fabric as this, but I just cleverly cut out so that the white stripe was at the same, like just right on that edge of the folds, so it actually does look like it's the exact same colour, like, but just ribbing. Because I guess if I caught one of those little white stripes in there, it might look a little, like it'd have to be consistent on the whole of everything. But yeah, it's come together really nicely. I have made a boo-boo on it, but I'm not going to say anything, and I hope no one will notice, or Gabby won't notice. But the poppers, which were so fiddly, that was the most difficult part of the whole thing. Trying to work out, because I've got one of the Prym fasteners, clampers, plier things. I don't know what the word is, but I think you probably know what I mean. And trying to work out the attachments that I needed for they call them their colour snaps that I've used there. That took forever, and I had to like look up on YouTube how to do it and everything. So yeah, got there eventually, but started like quite happily attaching them on. Like I finally worked it all out, so I was like, okay, let's put these all on. I'm a little bit upset about this, but the front part of the romper is supposed to button up over the top of the back. So like you can see there, the back is over the top of the front. So that's a bit of a shame, but I don't know. I hope it still fastens up, and it fastens up as it would normally do. Yeah, but I think that'll be fine. It'll still work, you know, it'll be a practical baby garment. But yeah, just so proud of that, and like, just really, it's come together beautifully. So I think I'd quite like to carry on doing this. I think this makes such a special, like, baby shower or new baby present, to make a handmade, like, baby grow or romper or something. I think is really special. I hope she loves it, and if I'm really honest with you, I think she'll love it. So yeah, I've got to now wrap this up. I'm very literally about to head out the door, so I've got to wrap this up, write a little card quickly, and yeah, go and get my shoes and socks on and head out the door and go to the train station. So yeah, really pleased with that. Really finally braved up to baby clothes. So yeah, go me. I really would definitely encourage anyone to just give it a go. I think quite a few people like me are a little bit scared of tiny miniature fiddliness. The overlocker did really help. Yeah, I should probably tell you what pattern I've made. Sorry, so I made, this is the pattern. It's a brindle and twig romper. And they give theirs numbers. Oh, it's called a one piece, and you can do it in different variations of sleeve lengths and leg lengths. I've just done the short version, but yeah, there you go. It's called 007, like James Bond, which is weird. 007 one piece. Anyway, that's been really lovely. Instructions really clear. For example, there we go, you can see it's all really photographed really well, step by step, really clear and easy to follow. So I definitely recommend theirs. So I downloaded this, I bought this as PDF, and that's been absolutely fantastic. Definitely, I usually get my patterns printed now, but I definitely just do it yourself, because you're working on a garment that's so small. You'll need about 4, 5, 6 pieces of paper to stick it all together, and it takes about 2 seconds. So that was fine. Some of the bits that were a little bit tricky were like the gusset. So the underneath, this sort of section here, was fairly tricky. A lot of it you had to sort of stretch and ease into binding, so stretch the binding out. So yeah, that was a little bit tricky, but I mean, nothing too awful. And I used yellow thread on there as well. And the fabric, I should say, is absolutely gorgeous. And one of the reasons I use this, not only the colour, is the quality. So this I bought quite a long time ago, but I think there's still some in stock last time I went on the website, is from So Me Sunshine. And it is just the most, just lovely, soft, to the touch and will be perfect for a baby to wear. So that's what I wanted, because I guess being a mum and having gone through all the baby stage, you need clothes that are practical and you want clothes that are soft for your baby. There's nothing worse than getting something that looks really cool in the shop and then going, oh, that can't be comfortable for you to wear. Something with poppers that go right down their spine and you think, you're lying on your back all the time. I wouldn't want to lie on poppers or down my spine. So I just thought about the practicalities, and if you didn't already know, you've probably seen baby garments have this sort of enveloped piece here that goes around the neckline, and I used to think this was just the style that baby clothes are made, but it's actually a practical feature. So if you have, how do we put this nicely, a poo situation of leakage, you don't really want to be pulling that over the top of your baby's head. So the idea is that you can actually stretch, and I won't pull that too much because I don't want to pull it out of shape, but you can stretch it out and it will go over your baby the other way, which I didn't learn until, well, Otis was a baby, but that's really practical. There have been a few occasions where we had to break into the neck and like get him out the other way, so hopefully this will be good and the baby will wear that and it'll be a practical thing that Gabby really enjoys putting her baby in. And the happy fabric thing, I should say, I hand cut that out. I did, I think, 3 attempts at getting the perfect heart shape and size, but yeah, I just cut it out, and then on my table I laid out a towel and just pressed on the, rather than the ironing board, because the instructions say not to use an ironing board, I guess because it's a bit soft, you want something really nice and firm. So the towel just protected the table, and I just pressed, I think it was for like 10 or 12 seconds anyway on, I can't remember what heat, but it was really easy, and then you just peel off the like clear film and you're left with your little shape. So that's been lovely, and I just think it's such a lovely nod to Gabby, sort of her like brand colours, what I think are anyway. So yeah, really proud of that. Before I go though, I wanted to say, because I had a few comments on my last video about the mannequin that's behind me. Let me just show you there. I won't tell it too far because the room is a mess. Quite a few people asking what this is. So this is a nearly finished Selkie Patterns London dress in Atelier Brunette viscose. So it's just waiting to be hemmed, or I actually want to change the length a little bit. I just want to shorten it a bit. So it'll need shortening, hemming, sleeves hemming, zip inserting and all that sort of finishing at the back. But yeah, it's looking really lovely. I think quite a lot of you really liked that, so I'm looking forward to finishing that so I can actually show you it on and everything. Yeah, so I just thought I'd mention that there. Anyway, I am going to go now, going to go and get my socks and shoes on and head out the door. So I'm going to try and film a little bit while I'm there today. So I hope you enjoy watching. Hi guys! So here I am, off to catch the train. It's such a nice day! yeah, it was lovely to see Gabby looking so pregnant and beautiful. So until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye! So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll be back again really soon. I'm sewing several different things at the same time in the background. So really looking forward to showing you what I've been up to anyway. So thank you so much for watching, guys. See you all again really soon. Bye!